Stephen Krashen is a linguist who's been promoting a handful of theses for decades. One of them is that humans learn language through comprehensible input. They learn language through messages that they understand in a language. And I really believe in this. However, I have noticed that I am not seeing a lot of people applying it and getting awesome results. With a few exceptions, I mainly see people continuing on with the same language learning methods as always. So, how can we explain that we're not seeing awesome fruit from Stephen Krashen's theses? Stephen Krashen says the problem is that easy input is often boring. The input that beginners need has to be compelling, interesting, even riveting. Here is a video of him explaining it, and please watch to the end.
What our research concludes, what I think is the best hypothesis, is that for language acquisition to happen, input has to be comprehensible and very interesting, even compelling. I have done the easy part. Me and my colleagues, we've done the easy part. We've shown that this is true. Application is the hard part for just the reason you talk about. I'm going to restate your question. It's very easy to give people input that's comprehensible but not very interesting. That's school. It's very easy to find input that is interesting but not comprehensible. That's real-world language outside the classroom. The goal is for beginning classes to be riveting and beginning reading to be riveting. And we're getting closer. This is why I like methods such as CPRS, Blaine Ray's idea.
Okay, so Blaine Ray and TPRS is riveting, interesting, yet easy to understand content. Let's take a look.
Clase, I says there is, una is a, chica is. Whenever I say there is a girl, you don't repeat, you say, oh. Okay, we'll try it again. Clase, I una chica. Oh.
I didn't hear riveting content. I saw someone requiring that everybody act very enthusiastic in class. Let's take a look at another lesson.
Okay, ¿quién es una chica y un chico? Oh, muy bien. Okay, tú eres la chica, tú estás aquí. ¿Y el chico? Oh, muy bien, excelente. Oh.
Well, putting students up in front of the class and telling weird stories about them will keep people's attention because they want to see how embarrassing things are going to get. But I don't know about, I guess that's riveting. Okay. TPRS classes sometimes use lowbrow humor. And here you're seeing some stories from a college class. And as you can see, it seems like it doesn't even matter what the content of the class is as long as the students are learning Spanish. I think that is a mistake. But anyway, TPRS students do a little better than traditionally taught students on tests. I am not knocked off. This doesn't knock my socks off. I would expect an even bigger improvement than that. So basically, it seems like Stephen Krashen wants that content to be interesting to the learner, and he thinks that if you make things wacky or maybe use some lowbrow humor or make everyone seem excited by requirement, then that makes it riveting. Here we have Stephen Krashen teaching his own lesson. And as you can see, he's not too serious about what the content is. No. Does the man like anything else besides TPRS? Yes, he does. Take a listen.
Another one, which I'm also very enthusiastic about, is my colleague Benito Mason, benito-mason.net. For Blaine stuff, just Google TPRS. And it's telling stories and making them comprehensible with explanation, occasional translation, and drawings. And she relies a great deal on Grimm's fairy tales and makes them just fascinating and interesting. Right. And that's very good. It's wonderful.
I've got to see Benito Mason and see how she teaches.
Wine. Well, wine is the wine. Red wine, you want white wine. Well, wine, well.
That's not riveting. That's not super compelling for adults. I don't see any of the exaggerated enthusiasm. I don't see anybody up at the front of the class being embarrassed. I actually like this a lot more than TPRS because it seems pretty wholesome, and I think it will work. If we want lots of language teachers to use this method, we are going to come across a few challenges. And one of them is that language teachers and all teachers are accustomed to being told exactly what to do. They're not accustomed to just being given some chalk and a chalkboard and being made to make up their own stories, make up drawings, and just create a whole course all from their own mind. If you give a language teacher a lot of freedom to create her own course, she's probably just going to make it a traditional language course. She's not going to accept that red pill and understand that Krashen's theses are right and apply that to her class. So she needs some curriculum to really guide her, really hold her hand, and really support her. So someone needs to make up that curriculum with bells and whistles for the method. Another wonderful way to apply the theses of Stephen Krashen, which I do not see people doing, but they should, is to teach children things that are necessary for them to learn anyway, but teach in a foreign language. Teach them science. Teach them about art, geography, history, the Bible. Teach them things that are beautiful, things that are necessary, things that are good in a foreign language. They'll learn good content and they'll learn the foreign language. To motivate them to pay attention in class, you're going to need to ask questions. You're going to need to give assignments, all based on the content, not based on what's a noun and what's a verb and how to translate this and that, but focused on the content. The students and teachers should think of it as a class on the content, not a language class. But can't we get it done by just giving the children content that they love so that they're thrilled to learn and they do it of their own free will without grades and without any pressure or expectation from the teacher? No, we can't. Impossible. Sorry. TPR classes have plenty of tests, assignments, and grades, and if they didn't, the kids would treat it like a joke. We shouldn't feed into the baser part of children's nature when we teach them, but we should always aim to make them the best people that we can. Content matters. I'm going to leave you with a strangely enthusiastic teacher, and I hope you have a great day.
I want you to talk about breakfast. Yes. Did you eat breakfast this morning? So, for example, Dad,
yes?
Did you eat breakfast this morning?
Yes, I did.
Oh, what did you eat?
I ate a blueberry muffin.
Muffin?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
And I drank coffee.
Oh, you drank coffee? Oh, nice. Good morning.
Thanks.
Yeah, nice morning. Yes, thank you. Breakfast.